Well, good evening everyone. Welcome back to the channel where I'm finally ready to sit down and talk about some houseplants. First I'll talk about some other random updates because I never have enough ideas at the time to make a solid video about a topic, and I always go off on a tangent anyway because that's just the raw deal behind the brain of mine. So the other day I canned some tomatoes and corn, and my tomato production this year is just shot. It's not that great, so that's not awesome, but at least I'm getting some. And let's head over to the house. So I wanted to check on my propagations today, see if they need their water changed or anything like that. And I think for now I'm going to leave it. I still have the Super Thrive in there, and I think that's the rooting hormone. I don't remember what I did with these exactly. I know that the Super Thrive's in there because it's green and it's not just the algae. And then, yeah, let's check on these. I noticed that this rubber tree here is starting to get bumps along the stem there. So that means that it's starting to grow roots right there. It decided. It looks like down there maybe too some. Hello, queso. And let's see about these begonia. Let's just take this down. I'm scared that's gonna fall off the thingy-majiggy there. And I'll just turn the camera around too, then we can just hang out together right here. So we got the ficus tree here. And this camera is better anyway, my front-facing camera herself. Alright, and then this I've had out of the pot. The chicken knocked it over, and I just had it out of the pot for so long it's starting to dry up and lose leaves, so I stuck it back in the water and pump it back up a bit. Queso's helping me with my cuttings. Okay, so this is that big chunk I took off the top of that lime love, and it's not really doing much of anything, I don't think. Do you see anything? Because I'm really not seeing much. Maybe I'll just take some of these leaves off and put them in water and see what happens. We'll take some of the leaves off and leave some of it. But it does seem like they're rotting. Maybe I'd want to do a soil prop with some of these leaves. So I'm going to leave some of these leaves on there and soil prop the rest of them, because like I said, I'm not sure what's going on necessarily. Maybe that little squiggly thing's not facing right in there or something else, I don't know. But well, first let's check on my micans cutting. My micans, they've got long arrow roots in there, and so I took a couple cuttings, and I mean, it's looking decent. So I don't know what to say about it right now, but I think I'm going to change this water probably tonight or tomorrow before I go to vacation, just because it's looking a little cloudy, and I don't see mosquito babies flying around, swimming around there, which sometimes that happens too. So I try to keep on top of that to keep the population down. I'm doing my part. So that's those. Come on, queso. Now we got these. This little thing, like I said, I got it from the Dollar General this spring for $3. It's my diplodenia, and it's just, I don't know. These leaves are green. It's putting out growth, but yeah, I don't know. I probably just need to change the water in all this, huh? Let's just do that. Just get some fresh, clean water. Go from there. This one, I don't think it's doing anything at all, so we'll just toss that one. which means I could put another plant in this one since I dumped that. And then my glad hands, it's at a slow and steady pace. And I probably do need to change that water too. What do you think, Queso? I think some of these plants I'm probably better off with my sphagnum moss propagations versus the lazier water. I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it, if sphagnum moss propagations are actually lazier than water propagations, and is a semi-hydro propagation any lazier. I guess it would depend on you, your habits, and your situation in the plant that you're propagating. You getting it? Alright. Nah, don't eat the plant. One of my trickiest Hoya I grow is the Hoya globulosa, aka villosa. And I say that because I find that I have to have the watering perfect on it, otherwise it loses leaves. Sunlight, it's got better flexibility with that than it does the watering. I have to not over underwater it because it's down to the one leaf club again, but it's putting out new growth there still, so it's still chucking along. Now by now it should have at least 6 leaves that I've counted it's grown in my care, and it doesn't, so I'm doing, I know I'm doing something wrong. I think this Hoya is just a little pickier than some of the other varieties out here. Now my Hoya Bueno, it's doing fantastic. Look at those aerial roots. It's like, where's the house at? Where's it at? This is a new leaf on it. It's real pretty. It's a pretty leaf. And then Monstera Deliciosa Borsigiana Albo. It's putting out a couple new leaves now. Now let's look at the variegation on the stem. Looks mediocre, but apparently this plant, this particular variety throws out odd variegations, and you can't always tell what it's going to put out next. Look at this Hoya Lacanosa Silver Mint Coin. Look at this, is all new growth this year. It's just boom. Love it. It's so pretty, shiny and silvery. And then Hoya Fuoensis, if anyone wants to try to pronounce that, it's put out these 3 new leaves this year, so it's not on the struggle bus no more. And all it took was me moving it from that window to out here and giving it a little bit more water. That's all it took. But I don't find it to be particularly hard. This one has really thick cardboard leaves. I mean, not cardboard, well maybe so, but credit card. That's the word I was using. Oh, I forgot I got some new propagations from work too. Let's see how they're doing. Okay, so there's some caladium here, some tenanthe, little libsabla. It's one of the bigger tenanthes. It's bigger than my gray star there. Then I got an outer variegated, spider plant, if I can find words today. That needs to be put in soil because it's not gonna like being in that water for too long. Look at it starting to yellow. And then there's a caladium. Maybe I just need to put this in soil too and it'll grow. Yeah, the caladium too. Even if I just put them in the ground for now, it's got to be better than nothing. So with that being said, I'll probably just go get my compost mix that I got back there on the back side of the house that I was starting seeds with, and put these in there for now because it's better than nothing. And eventually I'll move it into some better household soil before I bring these in. Like the caladium I definitely want to bring in. I don't want to let it go dormant this year, I don't think. So yes. So this is the day after, and I potted these up last night, but I'm got plans for tomorrow, so I'm trying to get everything under control, and my mind's going 500 different directions. So there's my caladium. I got that spider plant over here, and then the tenanthe over here, which I'm going to water this in. It's got a little moisture in it. It's my cold compost and perlite, so weeds are likely to pop up in there, but they're going to be easy to spot since these are tropical plants and nowhere near anything of the like that I grow here. So that's the good news. The bad news is in my seed starting. Excuse me. I'm not sure. See, this is bad that I underwatered. It got too hot for the broccoli rabe, and I probably just need to start it over again. But anyway, like, what's this? Is this an eggplant? Is this euphorbia? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is that Rudbeckia hirta? Listen, I don't even remember what I planted in here because I don't have enough labels. And I'm using cold compost and perlite because of saving money. And so then what's this? Is that Harry Buttercup? I don't know. I'll figure that out here in a couple days. Over here, I do know I got a lupine, however you want to say it. I'm not sure exactly. That's growing. It didn't need cold stratified, and I did not scarify the seeds either. And I got a couple on the side of the house next to my variegated lemon tree growing. But see, so I can pick out a lot of what's weeds, but then this pops up too, and this is furry, and I don't have that growing anywhere else. So that's definitely not weeds. That's what I'm thinking. See, that's a volunteer tomato because that came out of my compost. I have lots of volunteer tomatoes. Yeah, I don't need to buy tomato seeds. The only reason why I'm wanting to get tomato seeds is to grow the Kentucky heirlooms because they seem to perform so well for me. My Kentucky beefsteak, obviously, I thought it was a flower. It's Kentucky beefsteak. And then my Granny Kentrell. Look, man, I'm sorry about not trellising this year, okay? I had other things to do, and I work full time. Anyway, guys, I'm always willing to help you, and I'm always willing to let some people, let's clarify this, who exactly, come out here and help me. So there's always that. We gotta use boundaries and discernment, right? I love you, and so does Jesus. God bless y'all.